evening. The pressures of solving a murder. Recently, we saw major developments in a case that's more than a decade old.
But what does it take to get answers so many years later? News 10's Jacqueline Beavis talked to a local sheriff to see how they're managing cold cases. In tonight's top story, she explains what it takes to get such a case back in the spotlight. Jacqueline?
Mike, Patrice, the smallest of new tips can mean the most in a cold case, and in a stack of dozens of cases, the Vigo County Sheriff's Department can only take a few at a time. Even then, how do they choose which to try their hand at solving?
There is a lot of work that goes into it. You're hoping for that break.
It was, of course, a big break. Clinton Mackey turned himself in to police in connection to a 15-year-old murder. But what about countless other cold cases, all waiting for answers?
What we've been doing here, especially with retired Sheriff Bill Harris, he's been actually going through these cold cases and looking at these.
The retired sheriff volunteers to lend a fresh eye to older cases. His eye and a push from a reality television show with big resources gave the Erica Case story new support.
In this particular case, it was ramping the investigation up.
The passage of time, not surprisingly, hurts cold cases in several ways.
You know, we have two people that worked on this case that are no longer with the department, and one of the detectives is deceased.
But in other ways, it's a good thing.
Relationships change. People that were once boyfriend, girlfriend are not. So you try and play on those types of things to get people that may know something to talk.
So police agencies never stop trying to solve these crimes, but today's crimes don't stop either.
We still have cases coming in on a daily basis, so my detectives are busy with just the regular inflow of the day-to-day activities.
Even so, just like with the developments in recent cases, it's always worth another look.
You never know what's going to trip the switch that will lead to ultimately to an arrest.
Sheriff Ewing told us he hopes to get answers concerning several other cold cases. Obviously, that's not out of the question. In the last several years, the department made major developments in a lot of different cases. We've followed them all, including this one, and we'll continue to do so. Patrice, back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Jacqueline. The reality show Cold Justice offered lots of services for the Erica Case investigation. The show will feature her case on its February 14th episode.